Hey everyone, my name is Saurabh, and today in this video we are going to learn about CSS combinators. Okay, in previous video we have learned about CSS selectors. Now in this video we are going to learn about combinators. So there are four types of combinators, that is called descendant selector, child selector, general sibling selector, and adjacent sibling selector. So let's write one by one. So first is descendant selector. Okay, descendant selector. The second is child selector. The third is general sibling selector, and the fourth one is adjacent, adjacent, spelling it adjacent, okay, sibling selector. Now the thing is, these all have some symbols. Okay, if you want to use these selectors, you have to, yeah, they have symbols. So for this we have space. Okay, when you want to use descendant selector, you have to use space. When you want to use child selector, you have to use this angle bracket, that is forward bracket. Okay, now if you want to use general sibling selector, we have a symbol called tilde. It is the printed on your keyboard, that is on beside one. Okay, when you see your number pad there, uh, you will see a tilde symbol there. Okay, and the fourth one is adjacent selector. So adjacent selector is called plus. Okay, now you can use these symbols and any tag, elements like ID, class, or you can say tag selector. Okay, so you can use this you can make combination of them to select elements on the HTML body. Okay, now I'm going to show you like how we can do that, and I will teach every uh combinators, that how they work actually. So we will say combinators. Okay, and just open the VSS code. VS code, not VSS code. Okay, now just make a file here. Okay, now I'm going to take a file called index.html. Okay, and I'm going to put something like this. And as we know, we are going to use live server, so just go live. I have taught in previous video that where you can get live server. So you can just watch the previous video. I'm not going to teach again. And the next thing is you can just simply put this here and we are ready. So if you write something here inside the body, it will get updated on your right side uh, browser. Okay, it is done by the live server basically. So now let's just so I want to show you something like how actually this selectors this combinators works. Okay, so just go to the paint. Okay, and simply just suppose this is your family tree. Okay, this is your family tree, and suppose this is your grandfather. I'm going to write something that is G. That is your grandfather, and your grandfather has two children. Okay, two kids. Suppose that is your father and your uncle. Okay, that is your father and your uncle. Okay, and this is your father, this is your uncle. Okay, now and you are a kid. Okay, you are a kid of your father. Okay, so yeah, this suppose you are one boy and you have a sister. Okay, and as well as here also your uncle has one one boy and one girl. Okay, so what is descendant selector? Basically, descendant selector means whatever. Suppose we are, if I talk about this grandfather, so what are the descendants? Descendants are these all. Okay, these all things are descendant to, you can say, to your grandfather. Basically, these all people are descendant to your grandfather. That is your father, your uncle, and you also your all sister, brothers, and all the things. Okay, and whatever coming down also, they are all going to descend of this because it will cover whole thing. Okay, whatever the family tree is going in your future, so this is called descent. So if something is applied on the uh, using this, okay, so using this selector, suppose descendant selector, all the properties are going to apply on everything that you have down there. Okay. So this is called descending select. Okay. So let's just see the example of it. Suppose we have a div. Okay. I'm going to simply say div. And here we have three p tags. Let's just make P1, P2, P3, and also there is a one tag called H3, okay, H4 or H3 with H4. So these all are actually descendant of this D. Okay. So if I want to select them, suppose I want to select them. So first let's just write for style here. Okay. And suppose I want to change something inside them. Okay. So I can simply suppose I want to select only P tags. Okay. That only P, descendant, because I want to select only descendant the P tags which are descendant to this div. Okay. The P tags which are descendant to this div, I want to select them. So what I can simply do, I can say div, and I told you that there are symbols. Okay. There are symbols for every selectors, that combinators. So if you want to use uh descendant selectors, so you have to put a space. Okay. And then after you have to use that what you are going to select. Okay. So I am going to select all the p tags whose are descendant to this div. Okay. So I am going to set div dash, not dash, that is space, basically space. If I said dash before. So this is a and space, and then you have to put a curly bracket, and now I'm going to say that color is equal to red. So as we can see on your screen, whatever the descendant whatever the p tags which are descendant of a div, they are going to select it, and they have applied on the color is applied on them. Okay. Now if I want to select this H, suppose if I want to select this H1. Okay. If I it doesn't matter that here is a p tag, and that's why it is taking all things like the p tags which are coming previous like first, they are going to only select by red colors. This is not the true thing. If you write something here like p4, it will also going to select. Okay. So whatever the descendant of this, and which is p, are going to be selected. Okay. Now if I just keep h4 here, now you will see just h4 is going to be selected, whatever the descendant. So h4 is the descendant of this. Okay. Now if there is one more div, okay, suppose, and here also h4 is there. Okay. And suppose I'm going to say this is h4 2. So it is also going to select, because it is all actually descendant. It is all actually descendant of this div. Okay. But if you want to select specifically, suppose if you want to select specifically that only I want this one, like S4 is descendant of this one and this one also. So the parent is the most parent, who is the most parent, that is this one. That is why it is getting selected. Okay. But if you want to select this specifically by the this one, you can use ID. I told you that you can use any kind of selectors to use descendant selector. Okay. Or any child selector or anything. Okay. So I'm going to put some ID here. Suppose box. Okay. Now if I just put here box. Now you will see this is going to this is going in your going this is gone into its previous state. That is, it's not red, because it is selecting all the descendant that is below the box. Okay, so H4 is below the box. That's why it is getting selected. So now you understand that what is this in selected. That is all the things below the div or below the selector is known as descending selector. Descending selector. Okay. Now Now we got it. Now let's just talk about the next thing, that is child select. Okay, so I'm going to erase this, or you can say not erase. No, don't erase this. Just use it. Okay. So I told you about descendant selector. So descendant selector is n level down. N level down. That is n level down. Descendant selector. That is, it is going to be applied here also, whatever below this, the given selector is going to be applied on everything that is present in the inside, that is the things which are descendant, they are going to be grab that property. So, but now I'm going to talk about child selector. So child selector is one level down. One level down means if I just say that here in that, hey, I'm going to select this one. Okay, only okay, the first not this one. The suppose no, not this one. Like if I want to select these, okay, or you can say if I want to select this H4, okay, and so and I don't want to select this. If I even it has don't has a even if don't it don't have a box ID. Suppose it doesn't have a box ID. So suppose I want to select this H4. So I am going to say uh, div and select H4. Okay, and I will say color red. So as you can see, it is selected. Okay. Now, why it is getting selected this one also? Because we are actually identifying this uh, by div. So it is getting on, it is selected on everyone. Okay. Now, we are actually using this. This is the child selector because we are using this angle bracket, angle forward bracket. I told you previously that this has a symbol called, and this is a child selector. So it is one level down. Okay. Now, if I just simply say I am going to give a ID, okay, like I'm going to give a ID, this is box. If I say hashtag box, okay, so now you will see this is gone. Okay, I am just selecting one level down. That is, this is a box. Just select this one. Okay, and it gets selected. Now it will not go inside this to select this. Okay, and if I want to select this one, like this one, so what I have to do first, I have to go inside this level, okay, and then this level. So I will say box, then say I will div, and then I will say H4. Now then it will going to select this. See, we are using two times combinators. Like you can use multiple times combinators. Okay, you can use multiple time combinators to reach your destination where you wanna go. Okay, this is how child selector works. So it is a one level down. That is, if I just remove this div, it is going to just select one level of H4. That is this one. Okay, this is not going to select this one. So this is called child selector. Now let's talk about journal sibling selector. Journal sibling selector. This one. This is denoted by tilde. So now what is journal sibling selector? So basically, if I talk about these are the siblings of these all are the siblings of this. Sorry. Uh, if I talk about this, suppose this P, the paragraph one P1, it has a sibling that is P2, P3, okay, and P4. These are all the siblings, okay, of P1. If I talk about H4, there are no siblings of H4 because there is only one H4, okay. If I talk about so let's just try this one, okay. I'm going to remove this. Suppose I'm going to select hashtag body box, sorry, box, and I will say just tilde. Tilde means P. Sorry, what we called it, journal sibling selector. Okay, so I am going to select journal sibling. That is, if I select, if I want journal siblings of P, that is these are the journal siblings of P. These three. So if I want to select them, so I will say box P, and I will say color red. So whatever the siblings down there, so it is not done. Let me just refresh it. Okay. I think there is something wrong and level set that. Okay. Box ID and P, that is this one, and I have set to color red. Okay. Mm. So why it is not working? I have given the ID box, that is true, and style is here. Mhm, 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 mhm. It should have to work. If I select H4, it is not low. It's not low. Suppose if I select div, whatever the div, and if I select busy background color, okay, this is not working. So let me just pause the video and let me just fix and then I will come. Yeah, so I got the problem. Basically, I was doing wrong in way, in wrong way. So basically, what happened? Actually, I'm selecting the box. Okay, so box has no like this has no journal sibling of box has no journal sibling that has a div that is it is actually searching for div. If I just do this something like this p dot p, then it will going to work like whatever the like we have to write something like this like if I want to use box then we have to first say box, okay, and then I have to say p and then I have to say something like this, okay, so it will going to work for every p, okay, that is whatever the first p is there, whatever the the first p which has general siblings, just select them, okay, this is how it is going to work. If I just put suppose if I just going to put h4 and it has only one journal sibling that is no it has no journal sibling, okay, h4 has no journal sibling, so if I put there there will be no not, there will be going to be nothing, okay. Okay, so it is taking actually as it, okay, 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 yeah, oh I'm so sorry because we are actually seeing this h4 has we are selecting first h4 and then we are searching for p that has sibling p, so of course this has a p, okay, haven't seen this p at first, right? So yeah, so it is going to select this one. So if I just put it above this, it is going to select this one also, okay, whatever the siblings that are present below the whatever the journal siblings that are present below the h4 that is going to be selected with the tilde. This is how work. And if I want to go with inside this and select it, so I have to just go with first box, then div, and then h4. So there is nothing, so that's why it is not uh, you know uh, going to do that. So suppose if I want to go with suppose something like this, box div and whatever the journal sibling are there, they will be getting selected. So if I just put p here, suppose something like this, it is as you can see it is going to select it. So below div, this is the journal sibling, okay, so that's why it is getting selected. So this is called journal sibling selector, that is tilde, okay. So previously I was confused that this is the box there that has no journal sibling that is p, like in it is actually inside all of the things, all the things are inside of that particular box, that's why it is not getting selected. So this is called tilde and journal sibling. Now let's go to the fourth one, that is adjacent sibling. So adjacent sibling is just the immediate sibling. Suppose if I want to select this p, okay. So I will just no, if I want to just select this p3, sorry, yeah. So as you can see below h4 there is 2p, okay. So if I use tilde, suppose if I use tilde, tilde is journal sibling. So go to the h4 and if I select this, you can see this here we have selected here we have selected both, okay. But what if I want to select just immediate one? Just immediate means the p tag which is just immediate after h4, okay, just below down, just one level. So I have to just say plus p here, okay, and it will select just first one as you can see here. So the adjacent sibling will going to give you the immediate element that is present below the immediate sibling basically that is present below it. So this is called combinators. By these you can actually do whatever the selection you want with these selectors with this combinators. So that is it for this in this video. I hope you learned something in this video. So thank you so much. We will meet in the next video with different topic. Thank you so much.